Bratt, how do you kind of digest the disappointment from what that performance was for you guys yesterday?
I think there's only one way, and that's to talk about it, to learn about it, and then go out today and perform and execute and be better. I think that's the only way of getting out of these things, is to come in with a really good purpose and just the understanding that we have to get a lot better. You put that effort into the practice to create better habits, you create more energy, and you take that with you on the road. That's the only thing you can do.
Do you feel that was kind of what today was about for you guys? And I heard Sheldon saying, if you execute the way you guys are in practice, you only need to do things once to be successful.
Well, yeah, I think that today was a better step, and I think today we kind of got an understanding too where we're at, and the way this score really transitioned into how we play. I mean, when we play, when we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot and we play a certain way and we play soft, and we're gonna get scored against. The league is that hard that if you're not on top and you're not following the structure that the team needs to play with, and you're going to pay for it. And it's really the same way for the other team. When we play the way we know that we can, and we play with our system and our speed and our strength, and we do damage to other teams. And I think today was just a realization about that. And each day it's going to be hard, and that's how you get successful. That's how you create consistency. And today was a good learning and good work day.
And then what are your sort of expectations when you talk about those things for tomorrow? Because if you kind of go 2 games ago, it's almost like we're saying the same things, right? So what is that next mental grind, mental step?
It's a new start. Every game is a new start, and every game is a new process to get better and a new understanding of how we really need to play. And it's usually a receipt of how hard you work and how dialed in you are to the attention to details. So today was a new learning experience for that, with new stuff to learn and really focus in on. And then tomorrow is the test, so tomorrow is where the real deal happens.
With practice today, we heard yesterday, we're going to get back to work with practice today. How did you feel that practice was, and what were the areas that you really feel this team was working on today?
Yeah, we kind of went over, breakouts especially, getting pucks off the wall, getting them more in the middle of the ice. And, we had a nice little battle practice the other day, so today was really focusing on our systems itself. And, last night was obviously pretty unacceptable overall from a, just an overall standpoint. But today's a new day, move on, learn from it, and, that's how teams mature.
Just talking to Jesper in the locker room, said that he felt that there was a good response today at practice to really what happened yesterday. How did you sort of take what you got from your team today?
Yeah, it was a great energy, great practice. Showed me we have a group that's committed to getting better, which is what I wanted to see and what I spoke to them about last night. So I was really happy with that, and now we get a chance to bring it on the road with us.
One of the things he said is that we have to take every day as a new day. But what's the balance between taking things as a new day, but also making sure that those lessons are, you're committed to those lessons?
Well, I think all you can do is just, approach each day, being inspired by things that have happened in the past, and inspired about where you want to get to. So I guess I would say motivated by what's happened in the past, and inspired by where you want to get to, I guess is a better way to say it. Like when you have a bad day, like yesterday, when you come in pretty motivated, to make sure you have a good day rather than stacking up multiple negative days. So it's important for us to get on the ice here today. We needed to keep it short. Obviously, we're entering into another 4 games in 6 nights situation here, but it was important that we get out there and, address some things, get some practice reps. We obviously haven't practiced much as a team with the way the schedule's been, and it looks that way in the games recently. But today was a good day to flush all of that.
You talked just a couple days ago about Luke and Pesh potentially, being imminent. What's sort of that situation there, and will they come with you guys today?
They will travel with us today. We haven't made a determination. I would think it's fair to say at this point that we would see them this weekend in one of our games, be it in Detroit or against the Islanders. We'll see how they've responded to practice today. how they get through it tomorrow, and we'll make a decision what's best with them. Again, we've got a busy schedule upcoming, so we've got to make sure we manage them appropriately and monitor where they're at.
Is this a point in the season where it's important to have the perspective of not riding that emotional roller coaster of too high or too low? Because obviously, 4 days ago, this team had won 5 of 7 games, so it's important to not get too low after a couple of games like this too.
I think that's important all the time. Whether you're winning or losing, you're focused on getting better every single day, and we are a team, and we're showing it right now, that has a lot of things to get better at. So even when we're winning, we're focused on lots of things that we can improve upon and get better at. So that's just it. Let's not be emotional about our play, but let's make sure we're real about it and honest about it. But we're focused on daily process of improvement here, and it's going to take some time for it to get going. Today was a really good day for our guys in response to where we've been at here the last little bit, and I was real happy with that. But now we have to bring it to the ice in a game.
If I'm not mistaken, over the summer you participated in a mental performance training camp. You were a speaker. I think it was a team culture event. Do you help your team on the mental side of the game, or do you strictly focus on getting them ready for the physical side and then let them individually, whether they have a mental skills coach or anything like that?
Well, as a coach, you address your group every day, multiple times a day. So I think that's an area of the game that you have to be focused on. Certainly, as I'm not formally trained or educated in that, as most coaches are. In the league, we're all hockey players. Yeah. But I think it's important in a leadership role to make sure you're constantly trying to find ways to improve and educate yourself. I've been to tons of conferences and things over the years to try to get more informed, because, as I said, you do have to address the group, and you've got to form the mood or set the tone every day. But we do here, as most teams do, have resources to help players more on an individual basis. But it's all part of the art of coaching, being able to manage situations and make sure you're able to send the appropriate message at the appropriate time.